Can sex addicts really change? That's our topic today, and you are going to find out, can a sex addict really stop being a sex addict? Stay with us. Now, if you haven't subscribed, you have to do that. We got lots of information on this topic and many others. And if you have a question, please put it in the box. We get to you as soon as possible, and we get you a response that might be able to help you get a direction for what you're dealing with. So stay with us. Can sex addicts really change? I can't tell you how many times I've heard that question, many times from women, and it's a very simple answer. Yes and no. Let me go through yes first. Yes, sex addicts can change. I've been sober myself for over 36 years, verified by a polygraph. I know what it's like to be a sex addict, crazy and out of control and feeling that I'm unlovable and dark. And I remember those feelings. I haven't had those in decades. But it takes work to get better. I have seen thousands, literally thousands of men get and stay free from sexual addiction for years and decades over my 35 years of working with sex addicts. We do a 3-day, 5-day intensives. We've done phone counseling. People fly from all over the country and world. They do get better if, one, they want to get better. If they don't want to get better, they don't get better. Addicts only do what they want to do. They're very self-will run kind of persons. And if they want to get better, they can. Now, oftentimes, number two, they hit a bottom. Either inside of themselves, they say, I don't want to do this anymore, or their life has become upside down and their pictures on the newspaper and they got caught in a sting or something crazy. I can tell you 100 crazy stories like that. But it makes them wake up that what they're doing isn't sane and they can heal. And there's a lot of public figures that have gone through those kind of experiences. Number three, if they do the work. No sex addict gets better by themselves. So if they're not in a group, if they're not in a counseling, if they're not in a team, they're not working the workbooks, they're not making phone calls, their chances of success are really, really low. Now again, I've seen thousands get better. And it's really important that they have an accurate understanding of what type of sex addict they are so they can heal. There's 6 types, and it's important for them to see a counselor who's certified. I would go to AASAT.org. That's your best bet for them to get a proper assessment and proper help. And also, if you're a woman watching this, if you are the partner of a sex addict, they're also trained in partner betrayal trauma, and your trauma is real. It really is. And I've spent many YouTubes explaining the pain of partner betrayal trauma. So I'm with you on that. Now the answer is also no. If they don't want to get better, if they don't have a problem, you're the problem. If they think their behavior is normal and they don't want to change, they don't want to do the workbooks or phone calls or groups or any kind of counseling or any kind of help, they're just pushing the ball back to you to accept their addiction and stay with them, they can't get better. Now, the problem with not getting better is addictions don't tend to just stabilize. They tend to increase. So they either increase in how much time they spend, or they start changing the behaviors, which can involve other people, professional services, or bizarre kinds of things. So if you have an addict in your life and they don't want to heal, they're not going to heal. If you have an addict in your life and they want to heal, or you are that addict, you can heal. I'm living proof. And I've done at least hundreds and hundreds of polygraphs verifying that sex addicts, male and female, can stay and get better. Now here's the good news. When they get better, they emotionally mature. They're more present with you. Your sex life is way better. Financially, they tend to grow significantly. Spiritually, they mature. And it's just much more fun if someone with an addiction, any addiction, alcohol, drugs, sex, food, work, in this case, pornography, or acting out with others, when they heal, they can become themselves again without shame, without fear, without anxiety, and they start becoming like online again. And in so many ways, I've heard many women tell me this. It's like, Dr. Weiss, there's like more man in his body. And for the female addicts, the husbands would say something like, it just feels like she's more present with me. So you get their heart back. Now, there's lots of hope for sex addiction. Been treating it for decades, and I know you can get better if you want to. If you are that sex addict, hear my heart. You don't have to stay that way. It's a total choice. Now, you can't get to decide how you do it. You're gonna need help. You need to make that phone call. Call my office. Talk to a professional who knows what they're doing. Get your journey outlined so that you can start. And you can heal. You don't need to crash and burn your life. You don't need to destroy, your family, and you don't have to destroy the things you're building in your life because you want to act out sexually. You don't have to do that. You don't have to have a secret life anymore. You can be free your entire life. So I encourage you, take the next step, whether it's just going to the sexaddict.com website and look around there what you can get for help. Get connected in some kind of group, whether it's on the phone or in your area. And if we have one in your area, we'll let you know, just call us. You are worth getting better. And ma'am, or sir, if you're a partner of a sex addict, you're struggling in pain too. The partner betrayal trauma is so real. The PTSD is real. The depression, you're not yourself after you get hit with a sexual addiction. It's also good, your brain can actually get traumatized. We have a neuromodulation thing that we have in our office that has really changed partners' lives. There's so much hope for you. You don't have to stay damaged. And if your addict doesn't heal, you don't have to stay in that situation where you're getting more pain and more pain and more pain. You can get healthier and healthier and healthier and set boundaries and have choices and all that kind of stuff. You both deserve to have a great life. And that means healing from sexual addiction, because if you are in a sex addiction, your life is not going in the right way and the people around you are hurting. So for yourself and for the sake of those you really care about, reach out and get some help.